Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm talking about martial law and the different types of martial law and uh, being armed in martial law. Now, um, you've heard me talk about three-man militias. Okay, militias in the way of individuals, American individuals. This really applies anywhere I've been. Uh, the militias are armed, and like I say, so in foreign countries, when they're military, when they're dressed like military and they're armed, they're military or they're police. Militias normally aren't in uniform. Now, I have seen militias in uniform when they're all wearing the same uniform, the whole thing. Now, but generally they're not. Now, here in the United States, I would say if you are part of a militia, you can be armed with a rifle. Your rifle's over your shoulder, out where people can see it. But as an individual, I wouldn't suggest having a rifle. Handgun, concealed carry, there's nothing wrong with that. And in the United States, this is our right. So we could do that. And I would suggest the concealed carry for anyone. And the reason is, if we're in martial law, there's going to be people that are going to want to prey on strong American individuals. So you will have a concealed carry. That's why you have the militia, especially the three-man militia. Three-man militia, they will know when to be fully armed and when not to, and all this stuff. They'll be fully armed, even when they're controlling traffic and stuff like that. Now, that's the difference between the military controlling traffic and trying to get people going. When they're fully armed, you could have trouble. The reason is there is trouble. That's why they're fully armed. And but same thing. When they do the checkpoints, they shouldn't be collecting firearms. And you're going to have to make a decision now. How are you going to handle that? And I'll talk about that in another video later here. But you're as a strong individual American, your first responsibility is taking care of you, making sure you are safe. And the second responsibility is your family. And so this is all taken care of in your household. Even the military can't come in to your household. Now, once you get martial law, things start changing. Then sometimes they can come into your household. But they still shouldn't be able to take your firearms. That's another reason why you need to belong to a militia. Even if you're in the city, you can belong to a militia, because as a militia, you have every right and a responsibility to be well armed, because you are part of a militia. And not only you're taking care of you, your family, you are also taking care of your local neighborhood or community. So wise military that's in martial law, once they realize that your neighborhood, your community is under some type of militia control, they should back off. They don't want to push it because you are part of the community. You will take care of the community, and that makes their work easier because there's other communities that aren't well off. And if you're one of these other communities that don't have an organized militia, and I was talking about the three-man militia, it takes three. You have three, another three, another three, you will have an organized militia. But if you don't have that, then they're just going to kind of write the rules as they go. And so be aware of being armed, not only for yourself, the people around you, and when you see the military and police being armed, you can even ask them, why are you armed? Why do you have the big weapons? And go from there and make your decisions on what you're going to have to do, because there's going to be some thinking. You have to be doing some thinking, because we do have we still have the Constitution, even though we're under martial law. Now, martial law does restrict some constitutional rights. It does, under certain conditions. They're not going to blanket it over the whole United States. It's going to be a state-by-state kind of situation. Even city to city will have their own conditions and see. And the reason is they're going to have different things going on in these communities. Anyway, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com.